Good day, Advocate Marie and teammates.
I'm studying towards my Bachelor of Laws degree, also known as the LLB degree.
I am studying towards an LLB degree because it's always been a childhood dream of mine to be a lawyer. With an LLB degree, I would be able to help people and the community at large through the legal profession.
Why my LLB degree? Well, if you had to ask me what I wanted to study or what occupation I wanted to pursue when I was older, when I was in primary school, high school, or even this time last year, I would have told you I wanted to be an accountant with all my heart. For all my life, that's what I even wanted to be. That's all I had my eyes set upon. Encouraged by my family and friends telling me that's where I should go, that's the direction I should follow. But that's what they wanted for me, not what I wanted for myself.
Reasons as to why individuals choose to follow the law field may vary. Hence, I would definitely say that earning a good and secure income would be one of mine. But more importantly, using the acquired skills, status and prestige to make a real difference would be my greatest motivation and ultimate vision. Using my position in law to ensure the access to justice, especially amongst marginalized communities, to make a real impact would be my greatest goal of all.
First of all, how can you obtain your law degree in South Africa? There are two ways in which you can do that. The first one is by a Bachelor of Arts in Law degree, which takes roughly about 3 years plus 2 years extra of the LLB degree. The second one being the Bachelor of Laws, also known as the LLB degree, which takes about 3 to 4 years.
There are a wide range of career opportunities for those with an LLB degree. These would include, but are not limited to, a legal advisor, attorney, and presiding officer. As a legal advisor, I would be able to help not only people but also companies and financial institutions to make decisions that abide by our country's constitution and legal rules. As an attorney, I would be able to advise my clients on a host of problems, prepare their cases, and draft different kinds of documents. As presiding officer, I will be able to give proper judgments that uphold the values of our country's constitution and legal rules.
I received a lot of doubt from my friend groups and my family saying, this is a tough degree. Are you sure you can handle it? Or you've never had a passion for this before. Why now? You're not going to make it. You're not going to finish it. All of that. And really, all their doubt has just fueled my fire and my passion for this subject of learning. All I want to do now is prove them wrong. All I want to do is succeed in this as much as I can. I found a passion for this in learning it through my first semester, and I found the challenge to be really tough. But it's a challenge that I'm willing to take on because I'm tougher. I love this subject and I've learned to love it over the time that I've been studying it.
The responsibilities and duties of a law student, amongst many others, would entail the researching of information, drafting documents, mediating disputes, providing counsel on legal rights, prosecuting and or defending in court. All the above mentioned and many more all depends on the area of law. In order to succeed as a law student, an array of study skills is critical in the survival of success. Amongst many others, this would include the proper study environment. Depending on your personal study preferences, it is to the utmost importance that we identify our distractors and a way to diminish those distractors.
I am aware that in order for me to succeed my LLB degree, I will need certain skills such as note-taking, making summaries, time management, and test and exam preparation. I will need note-taking and making summaries in order to better understand and revise work given to us during lectures. Time management will enable me to prioritize my tasks and assignments whilst maintaining a healthy diet and good study environment. With the previously mentioned notes, summaries, and time management, I will be able to properly prepare for tests and exams.
What does it take to study this degree, and what are the study skills needed to do this degree? Well, unlike my fellow classmates, a few of my fellow classmates, should I say, I haven't been dreaming of becoming a lawyer since I was in primary school, or even high school. I never even had interest in law up until now. And I never knew what it took to become a lawyer, or even study in the law field up until now. But what I've learned through this first semester alone is that you need determination and perseverance. You're not always going to get everything right 100% of the time, and you need to learn to pick yourself up and keep going and keep moving forward. If you think you've learned enough in class, go back home and learn more, because there's always more to learn. Because the more knowledge you have of the subject, the better you'll do. A lot of reading. You need a lot of reading skills and patience. You need a lot of patience with the subject. So this is all the things I've learned through studying this, through my first semester alone. I can't wait to learn more and find ways to adapt to the change and the new challenges that come away. I'm enjoying this degree so far, and I will succeed. Thank you.
What tools do you need to become a successful student? Pardon me. First of all, you need a thirst for knowledge. You must be always willing to learn, as law is a very subject that affects our daily lives. Number 2, excellent communication and verbal skills, as you're going to be working with different clients from everywhere in your career. Number 3, being an independent learner, as you have to be very devoted to your studies, and at oftentimes you have to be self-motivated. Number 4, you need to have research skills, although you won't be required to know them, but you must know how to obtain some information. If you need to find it, you must know where to go. If you need to find it, you must know where to go or how to research it. Number 5, studying law gives you a diverse range of career options, including being an attorney, an advocate, legal advisor, magistrate, and so forth. How to study law effectively? Using keywords, summarizing, mind maps. As everyone studies differently, you just need to find your groove on how to study and stick to it. I use different techniques. I use summarization, I use maps, I use bright colors, I paste them on my wall. So you just need to find the certain skill and certain way you like to study and stick to it. Another important factor to keep in mind is time management. I cannot put an emphasis enough on this. You need to have time management skills in order to be a successful law student. You need to manage your books, your social life, as you can't always be busy on your books. Books, social life, relax, a nutritious diet, and everything that deals with life. So you need to eat healthy, more nutritious and protein-rich foods.
With that being said, having a proper study environment would include trying new different things, experimenting with different background music or sounds, changes of scenery, try different lighting, or even try the peer groups, study groups, etc. Again, all this might vary from peer to peer, as what works for me might not work for you. Secondly, following a healthy diet. Research has shown that students following a healthy diet and who are well nourished is all linked to a better academic performance, and that is therefore of utmost importance. We eat our fruits, we eat our vegetables, food high in fiber, protein, vitamins, antioxidants, etc. Let's not forget drinking the recommended amount of water per day, and also having enough rest or sleep per night. Thirdly, smart and effective time management not only promotes efficiency and productivity, but it also reduces stress levels and encourages success. To conquer this study skill, a study plan should be implemented and should be followed. This gives us enough time to meet all our life or personal and academic life demands. Fourthly, efficient and concise note-taking and summary making involves actively focusing on main points, main ideas, and more so the most relevant information. This study skill contributes towards the appropriate test and examination preparation. Last but not least, for a successful test and examination preparation, it is essential for a law student to actively participate in class and or during lectures. This requires us as the students to be engaged in the learning and the understanding process. Not only should we make time to review our notes and our summaries, but we should also make time to study. We should also make time to go through past test and examination papers, because this will only improve our academic performance. And lastly, as per mentioned, eating healthily, getting enough rest, Staying hydrated and remaining organized are all crucial in the success of a law student. Thank you.
I hope with the above mentioned skills that I can obtain my LLB degree and make my childhood dreams come true.
I see this as opportunity to rise from my falling position, and I want to rise to the top. That is my goal, to be the very best. To make sure that one day everyone remembers the name Noel Fisher. The great Nelson Mandela once said, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall."